I thought I'd give this a go. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I'm back in Torbay Hospital rather than the hospice, which I'm most annoyed about. It's not good. Hospice was lovely, staff were lovely, atmosphere lovely, and we were looking at a plan to kind of get me home maybe midweek, so Wednesday or Thursday. And today, today we were having a scan, so a scan of my chest and upper abdomen with a view to trying to crack what was going on the right hand side of my chest and get the pain relief right, etc, etc. So I went down, had the scan, and scan results came back, and as per scan results in December were not quite as expected, because scan results in December are never what's expected. We kind of gone through this period of knowing that things are deteriorating. Oh gosh, look at my fat face. Ooh, sorry about that. And that I'd gone from kind of maybe X amount of months to several short months, and today there's the potential that it's weeks, which is not cool at all. I'd kind of readied myself for months, and then when they said weeks, I was a bit I sort of stopped in my path, really. That's probably the best way of putting it. Now, so the scan results showed that I've got a pericardial effusion, hence why I'm back in hospital. Brought in by a wonderful ambulance crew, I have to say. So thank you very much, the ambulance crew down here. And review by the cardiologist tomorrow, so I need an echo, and then kind of a plan of action of how they're going to remove the fluid, if they're going to remove the fluid, whatever the plan is going to be with that. I think it's possibly something that's been sitting in the background since Manchester, in a way. Something that has been unresolved or partially resolved from when I had the fluid overload. And they talked about doing an echo, but they never did do an echo. And so since that point on and off, I've sort of struggled with my breathing a little bit on exertion and so on and so forth, so the picture's kind of there. So anyway, that's the one thing. So that's one acute thing that needs looking at. It looks like I've got some disease in T9, so in my spine at the level of one of the thoracic vertebrae. It looks like I've got some disease in that vertebrae, and that's possibly what's causing this pain on the right hand side. But there needs to be a little bit of further investigation into that and how that could be dealt with, whether that's radiotherapy, whether that's blah blah blah, whatever. Obviously the scan at the Manchester hospital, the Christie, showed that the brain mets were accelerating and had got bigger. And I've got one behind this eye, which is why this eye goes a bit squinty sometimes, because it's on the muscle to the eye, and things like the light, which I've got sort of directly on me, are a little bit like, the eye doesn't like it very much. And I got some headaches behind that bit of the eye, which make it really uncomfortable. And so half the time I'm sitting there like I need a patch on. Patches, I would like one, or like the children's patch. I don't want a pirate's patch, I want a patch with little teddy bears or something like that on it, because I think that would make me look maybe slightly more attractive than I'm looking right now. So we had a chit down at the hospice with the palliative consultant, and the result of the chit was that the oncology team here at the hospital felt that whole brain radiotherapy would be the first option with regard to further treatment. They felt that things inside the head needed to be addressed before anything else is addressed. I've always been of the opinion that it's not a route I want to go down, because there's the possibility of other things being available, but it would appear that they don't want to release those other things to buy time before whole brain radiotherapy is attempted. Now you can breathe through it, or you could get lots of side effects through it, and that makes it a very difficult decision, because if there's nothing else on the table and you're looking to buy time, because I do want time, weeks isn't enough. Weeks isn't enough because I've got things I need to do. I need to wrap up and close some boxes, so to speak. I don't know, when you've got months, it's like, last week I had the potential of months, and so I was looking through and booking Disneyland Paris and things like that, because there's things that I want to do with the kids and family and friends that I can't achieve in a week or 2 weeks, because some live so far away, because I'm so incapacitated I can't get to them, because their life goes on, and people's lives do go on, and it doesn't matter how much you want life to pause and slow down, it doesn't happen. And so I would have liked the ability to have discussed some of these other options which I believe on the table. I don't know whether I'm going to sound controversial, but if you have a cancer, you need to search out your specialist centre, because local centres, it feels sometimes like they take the route of not the lesser route, but they're scared of trying new things, new ways, and they will take the conventional route rather than say, oh, hang on a minute, we've got a 40-year-old person here that has got this and this. Yes, they've got a pericardial effusion at the moment, which is making them unwell, and in general, yes, they are unwell, because I do understand that I'm unwell. However, there is a benefit to that patient of taking the risk, because they're turning around and saying, well, I really don't want whole brain radiotherapy, I don't want to potentially suffer some of the side effects of that. If I have it, it can work beautifully. It's not meant to work brilliantly on melanoma though, it works better on other cancers. So I'm in a position where I could have whole brain radiotherapy, get no side effects whatsoever, breeze through it, and life be hunky-dory. And I get a quality of life back, and I buy some time, and there's some other options maybe on the table. Or I have whole brain radiotherapy, suffer every bloody side effect there is in the book, and I get no quality time because I'm ill. And on top of that, I probably lessen my time because I'm so ill because of the radiotherapy and its side effects. So it's difficult, isn't it? What choice do you make? There isn't a choice. In a way, the choice is don't get treated at the moment, and you've got a few weeks to several short months, or you have whole brain radiotherapy with the potential of increasing that time and quality, or completely knocking it out of the water and having zero quality whatsoever. Big reduction in time. What would you do? Because I don't know. And at the moment, I'm almost erring on the side of I should go for it because I've fought so far. Why not carry on fighting? Difficult, difficult. And it's just a head mess, really. It really does put you in a headspace where you can't function because it's just going round and round and round in your head. Oh, and if they could just get rid of this pain, it would be fab. If they could get rid of the pain, I wouldn't be going home. I'll be walking out the door now because I can't blooming sleep in hospital. It's bad enough sleeping in the hospice. I'm so tired. Tired. So I do 27 million night shifts in a row at the moment. I don't think I've slept properly since, well, I went to Manchester in August, September time. So that makes everything worse. It makes all your emotions come to the fore, and then you can't deal with the pain properly because you're tired, and then you get agitated with people when you don't mean to. Not that I've been agitated particularly with anybody, I've just been been in a situation where you want to cry, so you're like, I really want to cry, I want to have a good cry, but no tears come out, and so you sit there going, making little whimpery, whingy noises. That I think as working as a paramedic, I probably would have told the patient to man up. But if they turned around and said to me, well, I'm trying to cry, but no tears are coming out, I don't understand what they mean, because that's exactly the position I'm in. I want to cry, but nothing's blooming coming out. I'm just like, just going, like a whimpery toddler that's been told off. So, the news is not good, one would say. And I've got lots of ends that I want to tie up, and I don't know how to tie them up. So I was going to do like a big party for everybody that did the Running Man challenge and so on and so forth, but I can't do that now. I don't have the opportunity. Perhaps you could have a retrospective party for me that I'll pay for retrospectively. It'd be nice to thank everybody for all of their support and effort and trying. It's been bloody amazing, it really has. You guys have lifted me at times where I could have topped myself. Just knowing that you're all out there supporting me and kind of trying to understand what's going on. I want to do stuff with the kids and just tie up a few ends with them. We were looking at making memory boxes and stuff like that. And if I've only got a few weeks and I'm not very well in those few weeks, then I won't have the opportunity to do that. You want to tie up all of your kind of finances, and I want to make sure that Sarah's safe and as looked after as she can be. Um, it's just stuff like that. And there's part of me that's cross because, there have been things where I've said, come on, let's go and do this, or let's go and do that. And there's been some sort of hesitation and reticence, and then I've gone, oh, maybe I'm being a bit overzealous, spending a bit too much money, or taking up time doing that, and we shouldn't be doing it because we should be doing this. And the answer is no, just go and do it. Because when you're told you've got X amount of months to live, actually that changes on a daily basis sometimes. 24 hours ago I had months to live, and tonight I'm like sat here with potentially weeks to live. So I know I've harped on about it before, but think about it. And the other thing, I guess, is the message about melanoma does not stop here. Melanoma is a horrible, horrible, horrible disease. I know it's cancer, and I know cancer is a horrible disease, but melanoma is one of the ones they really haven't cracked. I can't feel guilty for the fact that I've got melanoma. Like, if somebody turned around and went, oh, well, you've got lung cancer and you're a smoker, well, you can kind of turn around and say, well, yeah, I should take some responsibility for that. But yeah, I've gone out, I've been in the sun, yeah, I'm an outdoor person, all of that goes with sort of daily living. But the flip side of that is, yes, I have put sun cream on. No, I haven't really sunburnt, and particularly not sunburnt in the area where my original melanoma was, which was right at the top of my leg where the sun don't shine, so to speak. And I've never been on a sunbed. I've never really chased that dream. All I've wanted to do is be outside and go in the sea and do outside sports and stuff like that. Cycling, swimming outside, all of those types of things. So you need to take the message out there. Somebody needs to pick it up and go forward with it. I know there are charities doing it, but if we can, as we did with Running Man Challenge, just try and open up one person's eyes to then open up one other person's eyes, like the £1, the £1, the £1, all builds, and suddenly you've got 70,000 people that understand a little bit more about what a deadly disease this is, because it keeps coming back. What have I been at this now, 5.5 years, and in that time I've been periods of no evidence of disease, but the bloody thing keeps coming back. So you have to take it seriously. You really have to look after the skin you're in. It's an organ, it's part of you, it's your body, look after it. So this isn't a very happy blog. I think there's a tiny bit of humour somewhere in it, tiny. But I'm not sure how many more blogs I will be doing, or vlogs, whatever you want to call them. But I will try. It's difficult if you've got somebody else in the room. And obviously Sarah or myself or whatever will keep you updated with where we're at and how we go forward. But I want to thank everybody once again for everything that they've done for me. It's not gone unnoted, and the ambulance service. You're a great bunch of people. Keep up the good work. You're fab. We'll speak soon.